I'm Dee, and I'm coming to you from Tel Aviv, Israel, and I'm really excited for us to get started. We're going to go ahead and lie down on our backs in just a moment for a nice, gentle joint warm-up, getting all the joints flowing and the muscles really nice and filled up with blood and ready to go. But I am going to just give you the outline of the workout. We're going to be doing 4 different total body circuits within a flow. And the first is really going to be all about warming up. And so the warm-up is actually going to be deep, effective. By the end of it, you're going to probably start sweating. And then the second total body circuit is going to involve deep upper body work, as well as deep postural, deep core. And then the third is going to be deep lower body work, also core, also posture, and a lot of balance. And then the final one is actually going to be a really nice long flow, all about flexibility. So it's going to be awesome. It really is, and you are welcome to go ahead and lie down on your back. Let me see, there we go. And we're going to start just by settling into today's body. Every day we wake up to a slightly different body. Maybe there's a pain here or a pain there, or maybe absolutely no pain, but I just want us to recognize it. So if bending your legs feels right to you right now, go ahead, and if you want to straighten them, go ahead. And then we just are going to take a moment and drop the head over to the right. And then the left shoulder blade, let it melt into the floor. And then over to the left. And then from here, the head is going to come back to center, and the legs are going to move very, very gently side to side, working out any kinks you might have in your lower spine. Or again, we might just need to take this time to recognize any pains or kinks that we might have. So we're discovering today's body, and then from here, I want you to bend your legs if they're not bent, and really press your back into the floor. So we're going to inhale. And then exhale, press your back to the floor, contract your abdominals, and really activate your pelvic floor. And then again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, creating the imprint of pressing your back into the floor. And then the next time you do this, you're going to exhale and start bridging. So we inhale and we bridge, lifting the tailbone up, the lower vertebrae, squeeze the butt, and maintain the closure of the rib cage. So we kind of want to wrap our abs around our spine, close the rib cage, and then slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly back down. 2 more. One more. And then we're going to hold it up here and open the knees. Inhale. Exhale, return them to parallel. And again, inhale. And exhale, really squeezing the butt. So we squeeze the butt and we exhale. Let's go for one more. And then from here, we're going to press our back to the floor, lift the heels up, and then the right knee comes to chest, tap it down, and then the left. So while we're doing this, your main job is actually to keep your spine pressed into the floor. We're going to go for another 2, and we're going to go for one more. And then let's bring the hands to the base of the skull. We're staying pointed, so the heels are basically off the floor constantly. We inhale, exhale, the shoulder blades come up. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, shoulder blades. And when the shoulder blades come up, I want you to really activate the pelvic floor. We're going to go for another 2. One more. And then let's stay up with the shoulder blades, bringing the right knee to chest, bringing it down, and switch. The shoulder blades are staying steady though, and we're gonna go for another 3, 2, 1 more, and then let's start alternating in the air. So it's tap, tap, tap for 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then release it, keeping your hands at the base of the skull. The right leg goes over the left, and the right leg pulls the left leg down towards the floor. And what I want you to do while this is happening, I want you to really spread the shoulder blades and the elbows onto the floor while relaxing your facial muscles, relaxing the neck. And then gently release and switch sides. The left leg goes above the right, pulls it down. No tension in the neck, please. And then release. And we're going to then point both legs forward. Inhale, reach your hands overhead. Exhale, slowly come up, one vertebra at a time. Reach for your toes, and then slowly come back down. Inhale. Exhale, we slowly come up. Tap. And then we slowly go down. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Tap it. Tap. And then we continue, but this time we're going to flex. Slowly down. And slowly up. Slowly down. And then we're going to do one more, and then we're going to hold it up. Now, I just want to point something out. If you want, first of all, if you have a sensitive back, you might just want to go ahead and grab a something like this, like a towel or a blanket, something that you can fold up and prop your butt up so that actually you're going to be relieving some of the tension around your lower spine, or a pillow or whatever. So what I want you to do is see how you feel when you straighten the legs and really activate your feet in a flexed position. So you're really creating an L shape with your body. And if you feel like it's hurting your back, just go ahead, pause for a minute, and elevate your butt. And then, so from here, we want to really activate the pelvic floor. The right arm goes overhead, we circle it around, and we return with a lowered shoulder, relaxed shoulder blade. And then the left. And then the right. And then the left. And then from here, we're going to imagine that we're holding onto a band that just shot down from the ceiling. And we're going to pull it, and we're going to push it back up, keeping the shoulder blades retracted in towards your back and away from your ears. So then we pull, and we push. Pull. Push. One more time. Push, and then from here, imagine that there's a big physio ball that's sitting on your thigh. You're going to go up and over the ball. And then really gently, we're going to release it, and we're going to go onto our sides. So what I want you to do now when you lie down on your side is get your legs into a 90-degree angle. The knees are going to be glued together. And the feet are going to remain, actually what I meant to say was the knees are 90 degrees and the feet are going to be glued together. Your job is to stabilize your pelvis, make sure that you're not going to wobble the pelvis around, and this is true for the entire session, so for the entire series. And we're just lifting the top knee without wobbling the pelvis around. So the top knee goes up, we squeeze the butt, then we bring it back down. We're going to go for another 7, 6, 2 more, 1 more, and then the entire leg goes up. We flex it, we go up, exhale, inhale. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we've got 1 more, and then we're gonna hover with the leg over the other. And I want you to imagine a pencil that's coming out of your knee, and you're gonna draw a circle outward and complete it while maintaining your abs really tight so you're not moving your pelvis around. We're gonna go for another 4. Exhale around. 3, 2. We're gonna do one more, and then I want you to stop with one leg over the other. Send the hand that's under your head away from you in line with your shoulder, and then the other hand opens up. And if you can go a little deeper, so we're in a very deep spinal spiral. If you want to go a little deeper, you're actually going to anchor your legs down with your hands, and then really allow the opening arm and shoulder blade to melt down towards the floor, really turn them into this heavy weight. This spiraling might be too deep for you, in which case you're going to let go and send your hand out to the side like the beginning. And then from here, we're going to bring that open arm behind the head. So we're really getting a nice deep chest stretch, and then release it. And we're going to go onto our forearm. The elbow is going to be directly under the shoulder. The bottom leg is going to be bent. The top leg is going to be straight. And we're going to come into a modified side plank. So the top arm goes up, we inhale here, and we're exhaling into a rotation. The hand is going to go under the waist. Inhale, bring it up, and let's go again. 7 more, and then we're going to do that whole thing on the other side. 4, 3, 2, and then we're going to go for one last one. And then from here, let's release it and go on to the other side. So again, we're going to focus on the stabilization of the pelvis. The arm is going to be under our head, and the feet are going to be glued together. So only the top knee is going to open up. Again, I'm going to say the feet are glued together. We exhale, open it up, squeeze the butt, inhale, lower back down. We're going to go for another 7. Nothing is moving except for that hip joint opening. Exhaling up. 2 more. 1 more. And then that whole top leg in the 90-degree angle, opens up, and we bring it back down while really focusing on the stabilization of the lumbar spine and pelvis. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. And then this is where we have that pencil shooting out from the kneecap. We go towards the chest, up and around, and circle it around. So we exhale in the transition to going back down, from going up. In that extra push, that's where the exhale is. And you're focusing on stabilizing together with your core and the bottom leg. Everything's working to stabilize you. We're going to go for 1 more, and then we close it, and the hand that's under your head is going to continue the shoulder and really rest in an elongated, melting kind of position. The chest opens up, the other arm elongates and melts. And remember, what we did before, if we wanted to go deeper into the spiral, you can always anchor your legs down, but this might be too much for you at this point of the session, and if that's the case, you just let go. So we want to really be nice and heavy with the open shoulder blade and arm, without creating needless tension around the neck or the face. And then we slowly bring the hand behind the head, nice and elongated, and we return, and then we're going to get onto our forearm. So we've got the elbow directly under the shoulder. We inhale and we exhale, bring it up, and then from here we exhale, rotation, inhale, bring it back up. We're going to go for another 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, and 1 more. And then from here, we're going to release it. Getting onto all fours, the hands are going to be directly under the shoulders, and the knees are going to be directly under the hip joints. So it looks like this. We're going to come out of the shoulder blades, abs are going to be super tight. The right hand comes forward, the palm is facing the floor. We exhale, pull, and inhale, push. And what's happening here is that my pelvis is staying steady and parallel to the floor, and my left shoulder is really avoiding everything or doing everything to avoid a collapse. I'm constantly pushing up and out of the shoulder blade. So we exhale, pull, inhale, push. 2 more, and then we're going to do 1 more, and then we're going to send the arm forward and we're going to hold it right there, keeping your abs really tight, and then the left leg goes up, not too high, so I'm actually pretty close to the floor because the focus is on actually maintaining neutral spine. So then we inhale, open the right hand and the left leg, and we hold it, maintaining the neutral spine. Exhale, return. Inhale, prep. Exhale, bring elbow to knee, knee to elbow, and hold. Constantly pushing out of the left shoulder blade, and then gently release. And then from here, we're going to send the left hand forward, come out of the right shoulder blade. Exhale, pull. Inhale, push. One more coming up. And then from here, we're going to send the arm forward and the right leg goes up. Remember, not too high. We inhale and we exhale, open it up. Then we bring it back. We inhale and we exhale, elbow to knee. And then from here, we release. And we're going to really open up our fingers, really press the entire hand into the floor and shift your weight forward, squeezing the butt and abs. Inhale, bring it back. Let's do that again. Shift, bend the elbows, up and back. So you can do only the shift, or you can add the bend of the elbows for the push-up. So it's forward, bend, and back. I'm gonna have to use my handles because of my sensitive wrists. And it's inhale, forward, down maybe, exhale up, right? The down and up is totally optional. 2 more. And then from here, we're going to get into a high plank. So if you can stand your hands, go for it. If you need to move on to your forearms, that's okay. And we're going to step the right foot forward. So if you're on your forearms, you're not going to go as far forward. But if you're on your hands, you can really try to get your foot in between your hands. And you're going to go for another 3, 2, 1. Now, move your weight back and the right leg way up, and you're in a pyramid. On the exhale, drive the right foot in between the hands. Dig the heel into the floor and come into a lunge. Hold it for a moment. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the leg. Bring it back down. Hands to the floor. Gently bring the right leg back. The left leg goes way up. In the next exhale, we're going to drive that foot in between the hands. We're going to dig the heel into the floor. Come up. Exhale, straighten. Bring it back down. Hands to the floor. Hop your way back. And then pedal out the legs so that one heel goes down and the butt goes up. And then you switch. And then you switch. And we're going to go for another 3, 2, and 1 more. And then we gently release completely. The hands are going to be at the base of the skull. Oh, I am sweating it out, let me tell you. Hands at the base of the skull. Inhale. Exhale, we bring the shoulder blades up to the right. Try to get both shoulder blades up and then bring it back down. We're only going to go to the right now. So we go for 7 more. nice and slow, focusing on when you're going up, you're elevating and engaging the pelvic floor. One more. And then from here, either you're gonna go for another 8 reps of exactly that, or you're gonna go all the way up and touch your opposite, your left elbow to the right knee. Inhale. Exhale. Three, 2, 1. All right, we're not done with the right side just yet. The right leg is going to go forward, point it. And then from here, we exhale, bring it up, touch the toes. When we go down, we flex. Keep pressing your back to the floor. That should be your main goal right now, your main focus on pressing the back to the floor, especially when we go down. We're going to go for another 4. 3, 2, 1. And then from here, we're going to place the left leg on top of the right. The left leg is going to pull the right leg down, and we're going to open up the hands to a 90-degree angle. Take a moment here so that you really get the right side of the abdominals and obliques to really stretch out. Allow the neck to relax, the facial muscles to relax, and we slowly and gently return. Placing both feet on the floor, the hands are at the base of the skull, and we go for 8 crunches only to the left without alternating. We're going slow because we want to focus on elevating both shoulder blades each and every time. Both, not rolling, but really getting them off the floor. Five more. 3, 2 more, and we're going to do 1 more, and then hold on for a moment. We're doing another 8, and remember, you can absolutely just repeat these 8 reps, or you're going to go all the way up and touch your opposite elbow to knee. We're going to the left. Three more. If you need to bring your hands forward, that's absolutely fine. It's very helpful, okay? But if you can, you're going to keep your hands behind your head. 2 more. Oh God, our abs are so going to hurt tomorrow. 1 more. And then release. Let's face it, they're going to hurt tomorrow. So we're going to go down. The hands are going to be straight overhead, and the left leg is going to be pointed and close to the floor. We exhale and we go up. Touch the toes if possible, flex lower down. Remember that the lowering down is where we really want to focus on pressing the back to the floor. 6 more. One more coming up. And then, just like we did before, we're going to open the arms up to a 90-degree angle. The right goes over the left and pulls it down. Try to loosen up the facial muscles, the neck, the chest, and then gently we release, and we're gonna go onto our hands. If you can, you're gonna go onto your toes as well to make it a little bit harder, but absolutely feel free to drop onto your knees at any point. So we're gonna return to those tricep push-ups we started touching on before. And so if you're doing it on your knees, it would look like this, okay? And if possible, you're gonna go ahead and get onto your toes, and we've got 6 reps. So it's this, keeping neutral spine the whole time. 6, elbows close to your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then settle the knees down for a moment here. We're gonna get into a little bit of the leg work now. So we're gonna stand on our knees, and then the left heel is gonna get into the floor. You wanna dig it down into the floor, and then you're gonna stand all the way up and bring it back down, okay? Now, if this feels like it's too much, what you're gonna do is just pretend like you're gonna get up, okay, if your knee is sensitive, but don't actually get yourself all the way up. So you have the pressure, you have the core work without getting into the knee. And then we switch. So it's the right heel getting down and switch. 4, 3, super tight abs. 2 more. And then last time coming up. And this time when we go down, we're getting ready for 6 reps of chest push-ups. So if you are working with your hands, the positioning is like this. If you're working with handles like me, this is the positioning. And we're going for 6 reps. With the chest bone coming forward, so it's in between your index fingers. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more time, and then we're going to get onto our knees once again, and you're going to go up, up, down, down, just like you did a moment ago, with your heels digging into the floor, so you're protecting your knees. So it's 6, switch, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1 more, and then from here we're going to get down and we're going to go for a push back. Now if you do the push back on your knees, it looks like this. It's like a push-up position, except that you're pushing your butt back to your heels, so it looks like this. Okay? But if possible, you're going to do this into a pyramid. So it looks like a regular push-up to begin with, and then you push back into the pyramid, butt goes up. So let's go for 6 reps. Inhale. Three, 2, 1. And release it. And for the last time, we're going to do the up, up, down, down on the legs, alternating 6 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then from here, we're going to get onto our forearms. Our index fingers are going to touch each other, okay? And our butt is going to go up. Inhale, shift your weight as far forward as possible. Bring it back up. 6, 5, 4, 3, Take a moment right here to get your hands in that V position. So they're on either side of the mat. Your butt goes back and your forehead relaxes on the floor so you get your neck to really rest. All right, this is the last move of the second circuit. Your elbow, your left elbow is going to be directly under the shoulder. You're going to get into a side plank. You can always go into the side plank that you did earlier where we bent the bottom leg for extra support. Okay, so it's a little modified. And then we're going to bring the right hand to the base of the skull. Really push your pelvis up. Inhale, elbow to hand. Exhale, open it up. 5 more. And then we're going to try to do the transition in the plank. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And now we transition in the plank without putting the knees down if possible. And we're going right over to the other side. It's inhale and exhale. One more, and then we release. Sip. We have just completed the first 2 circuits, and we are going to go into circuit number 3, where the emphasis is a little bit more on balance and legs. I have, ever since I almost died while choking to death, I also have something in my eye. It's like, can I get a break? The AC is not working. I'm dripping all over the place. And this is where mindfulness comes in. The good thing is that I actually love to sweat, so it couldn't happen like to a better person in terms of that. Cheers. Water. Onto our backs. We're going to get into some bridging. So when we lie down on our back, we're going to have our hands right by our side, and we're going to dig the feet into the floor. The legs are going to be, or the thighs are parallel to each other, and exhale to come into a bridge. So in the very beginning, I had you open up into a butterfly position, and I want us to do that now for a moment. We're going to be on the outer blades of the feet. The tailbone, we want to bring it up towards the navel. The abs are very tight. We inhale, bring the butt down just slightly. Exhale, squeeze it up. 2 more. 1 more. And then let's hold it here and pulse the thighs up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and then return them. Now we go down and up, keeping the thighs parallel to each other, and it's a very kind of light loosening up of the butt, and then squeezing it back up together with the pelvic floor. 4 more. 3, 2. Let's do 1 more, and then bring your feet a little further towards your butt, and we exhale the right knee up towards the chest. We bring it back down, and we're going to keep going for another 6. 2 more, and let's do 1 more, and then we gently bring the right leg up to 90 degrees pointed. The pelvis stays nice and steady, down and up for 6. 5, digging the left heel into the floor. 3, 2, hold it, switch it, and go. Down and up. 3, 2, 1 more, hold it, switch it. Gently bring the right leg up. If the 90 degrees was good for you, you're going to just stick to that, return to it. But if you can, you're going to straighten it and point your leg. And it's down and up for 6, 5, 4, 2, and then hold it up, switch it. Gently we bring it up to 90 or straighten it, down and up. 5, make sure that the right toes are looking forward and they're not going out to the side, which happens sometimes. And we're gonna go for 2, 1 more, and hold it. Bring the foot down. Inhale, once again, open up the feet. Exhale, return them to parallel. Inhale, open the knees up. You're on the outer blade of the foot. Inhale and exhale. 4, 3, 2. Last time, guys, and then release the back all the way down and allow the knees to really fall from side to side. And then from here, we're going to go into bicycles with pointed feet. So the hands are going to be at the base of the skull. The legs are pointed. One is bent, one is straight. And we go for 10, 9, 8, 4. Keep going, but flex. 10. 4, 2, 1, and release. Bring the legs further forward. Inhale, reach your hands over your head. Exhale, slowly come up and draw the chest and the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. Slowly lower back down, and we're going to go for another 2. Let's go for 1 more. Hold it here. The right hand is going to go behind your butt. The left hand is going to go onto your right thigh. And you want to press into the thigh, press into the floor, and spiral, keeping your thighs parallel to each other. And then we gently switch. And then let's gently release it onto our right forearm. The elbow is going to be directly under the shoulder. And we're going to bend the right leg. So we have a modified plank position. And the top leg is going to be straight and pointed. Again, your pelvis should be parallel to the wall in front of you. You're going to tap the leg back and forth. And if you feel like this is relatively easy for you, please go ahead and stack one leg over the other. Tap and tap. For 4, tap. 3, 2, 1 more, and then we gently release. I want you to please join me again in the modified position. Even if you did advance it, please start off modified. And we tap, 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 or you can join me and stack it. Tap. 3, 2, 1 more. And then we gently release it onto our hands into a plank. And then from the plank, we shift our weight back into a pyramid. Now, let's take a moment here and pedal out the legs. So we want to think about polarity here and exaggerate the heels going down, or the heel going down to the floor, the butt going up. And then we switch. And then from here, we're going to bring the left foot a little closer to the right. The right leg is going to go way up, and we're pointing it up towards the ceiling. And then we gently drive the right foot in between the hands and come into a lunge. Dig the right heel into the floor, and now straighten for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Let's go for 4 more, digging the heel down. 3, 2, and on the last one, we're going to stay in the 90-degree angle, really trying to cast the leg in this position and tap, 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 tap. 6, try not to straighten that right leg. 4, 3, 2, last time. The leg is going to go back, the hands go to the floor, and we hop the right leg back. take a moment here, let yourself kind of catch your breath, and let's return to the pedaling of the heels. One heel goes down, then the butt goes way up, and then we switch. And you're gonna really note the difference now between both sides. The right foot now comes closer to the left leg goes way up, pointed, and on the next exhale, you drive the foot in between the hands. The heel digs into the floor, we come into the lunge, we exhale, straighten. We've been working hard. And then after we work so hard, I want you focusing in on your balance. I know it's tough. 3, 2, 1, and then we return to the lunge, and we're casting the leg in this position, and we tap. Whoop, my mat is slippery. 5, 4, 3, burning. 1 more, and then the foot goes back, the hands get to the floor. We go back, and once again, we're pedaling it out. Again, noting the differences. And then from here, we're gonna get onto our knees and sit on your heels. Now, if sitting on your heels is an issue for your knees, then I'm going to assume that the next exercise is actually too much for you. And if that's the case, too much for the knees, I mean, you're gonna go up to squatting. You're just gonna stand and you're gonna squat, okay? But if you can, you're gonna stay on your knees, and from this seated position on the heels, you're gonna exhale, come up, squeeze the butt, squeeze the abs. Inhale, bring it back down. Exhale, up, squeeze it, bring it back down. Now, if this is actually easy for you, your knees and your thighs can handle a little bit more. You're gonna stay on your knees, and from there, you're gonna lean back, exhale, bring it up. Lean it, exhale up. The movement is not generated from your back. You wanna keep your abs really tight, your pelvic floor really engaged, and we're going for 4. 3, 2, 1. Release it here for a moment. The right hand is going to go to the lower back on the right side. And we're just going to give it a little twist here, opening up the chest. A little bit of a very gentle back bend. Switch. And return for another set. And you already know what's happening, so you can totally choose to do the squats, which is more modified, or you can choose to do the sit on your heels and stand, or you can do the lean back like I'm doing. So we begin. Inhale. Exhale. Woo! 4 more. 3, 2, and last time. And then from here, we're gonna release, and we're gonna lie down on our back with flexed feet. So, there we go, wait, oh, there we go. So the feet are gonna be flexed, you're digging the heels into the floor, the toes are looking up. We inhale, and then exhale, bring the butt up, and slowly come down. Now, if you don't have a sensitive back, you might want to actually get your legs a little further away from your butt. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, down. 7, 6. Keep the toes looking up, keep the knees looking up. 3, 2, 1. Okay, if that was easy for you, your back could handle it, please bring the feet further away from you. And it's 10, and now you're gonna get really into the belly of your hamstring. Your range of motion, by definition, is gonna be really small here. That's okay, because you shouldn't be able to go up so high if you're not moving from your back, right? You should be really digging the heels down, and you should feel really the belly of the hamstring working. We're gonna go for one more and hold it. Open the knees and return. Open, exhale, return. 2 more, 1 more, and then release it completely. What we're gonna do now to complete the strength section and the third section is we're gonna go in for 20 slow motion bicycles, pointed feet, very slow. Then we're gonna go for 20 flexed. Maybe we'll get into balance, maybe we'll just do slow motion bicycles. You'll decide what's best for you. And then we're gonna go into a stretch flow. All right, let's do this. So, pointed feet, we go for 1, 2. The shoulder blades are off the floor. 20. Now flex the feet. Either repeat the same kind of move just with flexed feet, or balance and bring it down. So we're rocking it, basically. We're rocking it up and bring it down. Halfway. Almost there. Oh, we came to work. Woo! 6. Oh my God. 2 more. 1 more. Oh my God. Easy, right? So easy. I'm kidding, of course. Welcome to our final segment of today's session. We are going into a beautiful stretch flow, and we're going to start on all 4s. Hands under shoulders, knees under hip joints. Inhale very gently, lifting your butt and chest up. You're going to feel your abs here, so that's why you really want that gentle stretch. Don't just shock your abs into a deep stretch after what we just did. And then exhale, rounded, pushing the floor away from you, chin to chest. Inhale. Oh, exhale. And again. And exhale. Now, in the exhale, let's flex the feet, push the hands into the floor, and dig the heels down. Relax the neck. Relax the facial muscles. Let the head turn to the right and then the left. The left foot gets closer to the right, and we're going to go way up and try to kind of, not really, but we're aiming to touch the ceiling with the toes. On the next exhale, we slowly drive the right foot outside of the right hand, and we just drop nice and heavy. heavy with the pelvis. We want to feel the connection between the leg and the torso really stretching out. Dig the hand into the floor, hop your right leg back. Your left foot goes way up. Then we bring it, the left foot outside of the left hand, nice and heavy. Push the hand into the floor, push your way back, and then bring the right leg up again, and now bring the right knee to the right hand, the right foot to the left, and slide your left leg way back. We want to come up with the chest and over. Nice and heavy. If being on your forearms is too much, you can totally be on your hands. It doesn't matter to me how deep you're going. I don't want you inside of a pain point, right? We want to stay nice and safe when we're stretching. And then when we come out of the stretch as well. So we gently dig the hands into the floor, flex the left foot, and bring the right leg back. The left leg goes way up. Then we exhale to bring the knee to same side hand, and we scoot that right leg as far back as possible, coming into a deep stretch. And then again, we gently come out, we flex, dig the hands into the floor, up and back. Then the knees are going to be mat width apart. The hands go back, the hands go forward, the butt goes back. And then I want us to walk our hands over to the right, and the left hand is nice and far beyond the right hand. We're also elevating it by placing it on the forearm. That way we get a nice lat stretch between the connection of the arm and back. Up and switch. And then release it. If you feel okay with sitting on your heels, go for it. If not, please stand on your knees rather, okay? And then we're gonna bring our hands behind us, really clasp them tightly, straighten the elbows, lift the chest, and release. Bring the hands right in front of your chest, clasp them tightly, and have your hands push forward, chin to chest. And gently release. Now let's sit any way that is most comfortable for you. So if you want to be in this position or seated on a chair or standing on your knees, whatever is most comfortable while keeping your spine erect. And we're going to take 4 really deep breaths here. Inhale. One more. Now just take a moment to really observe your breath return to its natural rhythm. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for doing the session with me. Well done. I'm super proud of you. Really, an hour of flowing from one exercise to the next is not easy. So hats off to you. Big pat on your back. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you next time. I think that's going to be Sunday. Looking forward.